We want to welcome you to our first segment of our Real Hunts with Real Hunters video series. We wanted to give you an idea of what we're trying to capture through providing you guys with an opportunity to see what goes on in our hunting camps, put you out in the field, make you feel like you're there. And it was Justin that concepted this idea. And so, Justin, why don't you give them an idea, kind of what you were thinking about?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the idea behind it was, looking at the television shows and getting a good idea of what it is that makes the hunter think about hunting with a particular outfitter. And with us, I think we had a pretty good opportunity to show our current hunters, plus anybody that was thinking of hunting with us, is what we do. We work on a little over 600,000 acres of private property, and everything from aoudad country to antelope to mule deer to whitetails to nilgai. And I think it's a good idea that we could use the videos online and through YouTube to show current clients and potential clients what it is we do in South Texas with the nilgai hunt, or up in West Texas in the mountains, or even going up to North Texas where it's a little flatter and it's a little different type of atmosphere and environment. But I think what we're trying to do with the Real Hunts with Real Hunters is use our hunters, use our people, use our guides, whether it be Ruben in the field or one of us in the field, to show everybody what we do and how we do it, what our camps look like, what our animals look like, how tough a hunt is, or maybe how easy it is. Not that there's very many easy hunts, but to show that and convey that over to potential clients and current clients, and to give our current clients a little bit of praise and some time on TV as well, or time on the video as well. And I think this is an excellent source for us to do that with, because we have so many different opportunities to show and so many different animals that we hunt. It's really a jewel of a thing to have.
I'm excited about it. Over the years we've had some light discussion off and on about the idea of perhaps having our own television show, but I was always turned off by the idea of having to identify potential sponsors to make that thing practical, and purchasing the airtime and what have you. But I think this is a great alternative to that, and and in addition to being able to provide that same kind of visual entertainment, they'll be able to look at it anytime they want to.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's a little bit more of the beauty of it, is they can watch it 24/7. Hopefully, what our plan is to have these videos out within 10 days of them being featured and being captured by our videographers, to have them out, have them edited, back up on the website on YouTube, where that client can see his hunt right then, and then any potential client can see those hunts as well, and they can see if Ruben's their guide, or Greg's their guide, or one of the interns is their guide, is that turnaround will be there, and they can watch it 24/7. So it's a really unique feature.
Yeah, and I think another neat thing will be, it's going to be an uncensored look at what's going on, in the camp, out in the field. We're going to show the misses as well as the hits. We're going to, hopefully provide them with a look at the annex that go on, in the skinning shed, and you give them a real taste of the total experience, and not feel like they're looking at a show that's been highly edited, where there's been cutaways filmed and a lot of stage type scenes.
Yeah, there'll be nothing set up on this. It'll be whether they hit or they miss, or Ruben has to drag them through the brush to do it. It's going to be real, absolutely. It'll be real.
Speaking of Ruben, another thing that we want to do in this segment, our premier segment of Real Hunts with Real Hunters, is there's a lot of preparation that goes into getting ready for these hunts each year, and we kind of go through our annual routine of getting some of the behind-the-scenes stuff taken care of, so that we can adequately prepare for our clients. And Ruben, being our field manager, gets a big dose of that, and is in charge of making sure that all those details are taken care of. Ruben, kind of give them an idea of some of the challenges and tasks that we deal with each year getting ready for our clients.
Right, and we do. We get wrapped up with our whitetail stuff in January, somewhere in there. When we get done in the field, we wrap up, we pull off the camps and places. Well, during that period, other residents take up, other folks take residence in our blinds and camps and whatnot. And so that involves me, and generally some interns come in and give me a hand in camp prep, and we'll work on anything from windows and doors on blinds to filling feeders to rewiring motors and putting stuff together. And the varmints, the raccoons and stuff get in there and tear up quite a bit of stuff. So during the off season, during the spring and summer, I spend a lot of time putting that together.
What's probably your least desirable thing about getting ready for for our hunts during the off season. If you had to identify one single thing that you look forward to the least each year.
Probably just going into the blinds when the yellow jackets get in there. That's the least word. The yellow
like you.
rattlesnakes, black widows don't bother me. None of that stuff like that. But the yellow jackets, because there's more than one. There's usually about 10 or 15 of them on you. So. But no, it's very interesting this year to have the camera kind of follow along as we prepped and built blinds and did stuff. And as it followed along, you're going to get the feel for what goes on when we're behind the scenes kind of thing as we go from the building of blinds to going and putting them out on different places and stuff like that. But there's quite a bit involved during the off season when we're prepping for our hunters to come in.
And as Ruben mentioned, we've had a camera following these guys around for the last month or so, trying to capture them in action. Whether it be working on blinds or filling feeders or cleaning cabins, scouting, which is very important, learning these ranches and learning the animals that are on these places. And you'll have a chance over the next few minutes to see some of these guys in action. Justin, anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, and I think what's important to realize is, once again, we work on so many properties, is that these videos will be updated, like I said, about once every 10 days, and you'll see that general progression from dove season to deer season to mule deer season, going back to a little bit of antelope in early October, going all the way through nilgai. So these videos will be updated throughout the year. And it's just because we're such a big company and we handle so many different programs and projects that we have a constant supply of interesting information to put out there.
And look forward to an entertaining ride with all of our clients who take advantage of watching our series over the next several months.
Absolutely.
So this is the glamorous stuff we get to do when we're not doing the hunt.
Enjoyable.